I went from 0 to 10,000 followers on X or Twitter in less than 6 months in one of the most saturated niches out there, which is entrepreneurship, and there are 9 secrets that I used that you can copy to blow up your account as well. And each step and each secret is going to become more and more valuable, so I'd recommend you to watch this video to the end if you are really serious about growing your following. The first step is setting up your profile. You need to have a clear and professional profile picture, a good banner and bio that tells people what you do and why they should consider following you. If you pay attention, all of the biggest creators on Twitter have very strong bios and banners. You can look at these examples to see what a good bio or profile picture looks like, so you can take inspiration and create something similar for yourself. And don't worry, you don't have to be an expert or have millions of followers to write something meaningful in your bio. It can be your previous experience, what you love to talk about, or what you want to share with the world. It just needs to be clear and let people know why your profile is interesting and make a strong argument for why they should consider following you. Here's what I've written on my bio, for example. You can pause the video and read if you want to. But don't overthink this, because the step number 2 is even more important, which is start with a clear outcome and goal in your mind. You need to understand why do you want to grow your Twitter and what is the goal, because everything else is going to be based on this. Do you want to grow your first 1, 3 or 10,000 followers on Twitter and make money online? Or do you want to get to 100,000 followers and have a large impact on a certain audience? But you need to identify exactly what you want to achieve so we can reverse engineer it and understand what we need to do to get to that goal. For me, for example, when I started, the goal was to get to my first 1,000 followers to grow my personal brand on Twitter. And now I exceeded that goal by 10 times and I have over 10,000 followers. So if you want to be able to achieve your goal, first you need to have a goal. So just ask yourself, what would you like to achieve in the next 6 to 12 months with your Twitter account? And that leads me to the step number 3, which is equally important. To be able to grow your Twitter following, you need to define your target audience and visualize who you want to reach with your content. Do you want to reach 18-plus-year-old entrepreneurs who want to make money online? Or do you want to reach people that are 30-year-old plus that want to get into fitness? Are you going to create content about cooking, sports, or anything else? But you need to be clear on who you are trying to attract with your content so you can niche down, making it easier to attract that initial audience. For example, I started by talking about how people can grow their YouTube channels with faceless content. And then slowly, after I got my first few thousand followers, I started talking about a broader topic, which is how to grow on YouTube overall. And then I started talking about how you can grow your audience on all social media platforms, how you can monetize it, etc, etc. But if you don't know exactly what your niche should be, that is fine too. You can get started with your interests and see what other creators on X are doing, taking inspiration from them, and then pay attention to which one of your tweets performed better than others, so you can do more of them and refine your niche with time. The secret number 4 is focusing on quantity first. Yes, in my opinion, you shouldn't worry about the quality of your tweets when you're getting started. You just need to start posting a few times a day consistently, and then with time you will notice that some tweets perform better than others. And that's when you double down on the tweets that your audience likes the most and you focus on quality. And 100% without good quality, you won't be able to grow your account. But if we look at the most successful creators on X, they all posted literally tens of thousands of times. And that amount of work and consistency gives you the data to understand what people want to watch or consume on your profile, and therefore it makes it easier for you to focus on quality. So when you're getting started, have a simple schedule. Let's say you post 1, 2 or 3 times a day and stick to it, and if you do it over and over and over again, you will start noticing patterns that will help you to actually spend more time on each content and make it better. And then if you actually want to get hundreds of thousands or millions of followers on X in the future, you will need to have both, because all of the successful creators on X or Twitter right now are posting a lot of the times, and also they are focusing heavily on quality. So start with quantity first, then slowly move to quality, but the end goal should be quantity quality. But don't overthink it, just get started, and I promise the path will become more clear with each step that you take. And step number 5 is one of the most underrated ways to get your first 100, 500, 1000 followers on Twitter fast. And I call it the rule of 50, which is engaging with other creators and replying to their tweets in your niche. So you can follow 10, 20 or 50 creators that you look up to the most, and when you post, you simply engage and reply to their tweets. What this does is that the audience of the people people that you follow will notice your replies as well, and if they find your reply interesting, they might click on your profile and also they might follow you. But there is one big mistake that people make in this strategy that stops them from growing. And that is that people reply with very basic things like, oh, I like this tweet, or hey, I agree with you. But that is not a good response. In my opinion, and what have worked best for me, is adding your own thoughts to their tweet so other people who follow these creators see that you are a real human being, you have your own thoughts and value and perspective to share. And for getting started, I would recommend to pick just 10 or 20 creators and just reply to them for 10 to 20 minutes every single day. And as a pro tip, the faster you respond to someone else's tweets, the more likely that they and their following will notice you. So it might be a good idea to turn your notifications on these creators' profiles, so when they post, you can be one of the first people to leave some meaningful thought under their tweet. The next crucially important secret that helped me get millions of impressions on Twitter is repurposing your content. So if you already have any type of content, whether it's your emails, your content from other platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, etc., what you can do is you can take this content and repurpose it a little bit and start posting it on Twitter. You can also turn them into threads, which is basically a series of tweets connected to each other, like this thread, for example, that you can see on your screen that helped me get hundreds of thousands of views. But if you don't have any other content on other social media platforms, there's one thing that you can do which can also help you grow your account very fast. And that is repurposing content from your own Twitter account. So here's how exactly it works. You can go back, analyze and find a few tweets or posts that perform the best on your profile and just post them again. Because guess what? 90% of your audience haven't seen the post that you have made. And even if they had, they most likely have already forgotten about it. By repurposing your best performing content, you give people the chance to re-engage with it, and most importantly, give your new followers a chance to see the content they missed. This strategy boosts your engagement a lot by spending minimum time on it. Of course, creating new content and experimenting all the time is a good idea, but it doesn't mean that you cannot go back and use the tweets that you already have, change them a little bit and use it for your own growth. And you can see this video, for example, that I posted on April 25th, which got 638 likes, 1,800 shares and 86,000 views, which was just a repurposed video from my own YouTube channel. And what's funny about this is that I posted it again on August 9th and it still got 529 likes and 41,000 views. So I repurposed my content from my YouTube channel, it worked well, and then after some time I posted it again and it again performed well. So I literally repurposed my repurposed content. And this is one of the most high leverage activities that you can do to grow your account when you find a format that works. And the secret number 7 that helped me immensely to grow my Twitter account was dedicating time to learn what works the best on Twitter right now. And luckily, if you are watching this video already, you are already doing it, which is amazing. Because most people never consistently learn how they can grow, and that's why they are stuck at the same level that they are at. So if you dedicate time, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, to learn, to watch YouTube videos, to analyze your competition, and to see what is working well for other people, you will grow so much faster yourself. And this is exactly how I found out about the secret strategy, which is called the auto DM campaigns, that is responsible for 90% of growth for my account. And in 1 minute I will share with you this strategy, but the point I want to make is that if you stop learning, you will stop growing. But as I said, if you are watching this video, that means that you are already on the right track. So if you just keep learning and keep implementing the strategies that you learn, you will grow 10 times faster than your competitors. And now let's talk about the thing I promised, which is the tip number 8, which is the secret tool that I'm using that helped me get thousands of followers on Twitter. And there are countless of other examples of creators that are using this right now, and sometimes it helps them to literally get hundreds of thousands of views on their tweets. And that secret is using this tool called Tweet Hunter. And what you can do with this tool is you can schedule your content for a week in advance, use AI to come up with ideas for your tweets, set up auto DM campaigns, which we will talk about right now, and even set up systems that Tweet Hunter will automatically retweet and repurpose content for you. And here's how to use the biggest feature of this software, which is called auto DM campaigns. So what you can do with this is you can create a post and promise people to give them some value or some resource if they engage with your tweet, which is if they like or comment under it. And if you use this strategy, you will incentivize people to engage on your tweets, and then Tweet Hunter will automatically DM every single person that engaged with your tweet the resource that you promised them. You can see this post on your screen right now that I did that helped me get over 100,000 views on each post using this same exact strategy. And you can see the simple format I followed that you can just copy, which is starting your tweet with a strong hook or a sentence that grabs people's attention. Then you tell them what they are going to get if they engage with your tweet, and then all you have to do is use this software Tweet Hunter to set it up that every single person that will reply to your tweet with a simple word will get the resource in their DMs. And if you don't know what to give away to your audience in exchange of them engaging with your tweet, you can create a simple ebook or a course with ChatGPT in less than 5 minutes for free, edit it a bit to ensure that it's valuable, and then just use Tweet Hunter to tell people to like and comment, and Tweet Hunter will automatically DM them your lead magnet, PDF, ebook, or whatever you want to give away to your audience in return for their liking and commenting under your post. When you do this, Twitter sees that a lot of people engage, like, comment your tweet, so it thinks that it's interesting, which it is, which sometimes can give you up to 1,000 times or even more engagement and views on your account. And I highly recommend you to check out my Twitter and the auto DM campaigns I'm using if you want to, so you can see how I'm doing this, so you can literally just copy me. Don't worry, this video is not sponsored by Tweet Hunter. This is my actual review, because without them I wouldn't be able to grow my first 10,000 followers this fast. And if you don't have a budget because this is paid, that is completely okay. You can start with whatever resources you have right now, and I promise if you do that you will still be able to grow your account. But if you can afford it and if you want to grow way faster, I will leave the link in the description that will give you a small additional discount that can help you to get started and hopefully grow your account as well. Now, the secret number 9 that I'm using to grow my account is called RAF formula, which I developed, that not only helped me but dozens of other people to go viral on Twitter. And the RAF formula stands first for research, action, and feedback. So if you ever feel lost and you don't know how to grow your account, always remember this formula, which is step number 1, research. If you don't know what to post or if your account isn't growing, go and do research and look at other accounts that are growing in your niche and look at what they are doing better than you, so you can just take inspiration from them. And then the step number 2 is action. After you have done the research, then it's all about going and implementing it and starting posting consistently. If you post 5 times instead of 1 every single day, it's better. If you spend 10 minutes on each tweet instead of 1 minute and try to make it more interesting, it's better. So take massive action and implement things, because the more you do, the more feedback you will get and the faster you will make progress. And the step number 3 is feedback. After you have been posting 1, 3, 5 times every single day for a few weeks or few months in a row, pay attention to the things that have worked the best for you and do more of this. And if you do that and if you follow this simple formula, you will always know what to do, what is your constraint, and how you can grow your account and get more followers on Twitter. And bonus tip number 10, and because you have watched this video to the end, I want to just share this with you because this is the number 1 thing that helped me to not give up and to win, and that is the realization that if you just don't stop, you cannot lose. The number 1 reason that people cannot grow on Twitter is because they stop posting. So if there's one message that I can leave you with, is no matter where you are from, what resources you have, how skilled you are, if you start and you never ever quit, you will grow, I promise. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing, and also if you want to learn exactly how I used my Twitter to not only grow my first 10,000 followers, but also make hundreds of thousands of dollars online of profit at the age of 22, you can click on the video on your screen right now, and I will see you there.